y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video you will be notified. So I must apologize, you guys, I did not get a chance to do a video yesterday. I had so planned on it, but as you guys know, all of my babies are here, and you know, I wouldn't say it was a chaotic day, but there were just so much stuff, and I have to not that multitasking is not a good idea, but sometimes when you take on so many tasks and you end up not even completing them, then it's just you're busy, but you're not being productive. So I chose to take a step back and only focus on a certain amount of tasks. In certain tasks yesterday, I had about 3 loads of laundry that I needed to wash and so on and so forth. But you guys don't want to hear about my life. So jumping right into it, there were some updates on one of the websites that I look at when it comes to pandemic EBT, specifically for California. There was also some information, some more states that have been approved for emergency SNAP benefits for the month of July. And there were some questions in the comments, hopefully I can get to them easily, that I wanted to go over, and then some other information. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing that I did want to say was that I noticed that the budget was approved for California, specifically regarding to the Golden State stimulus. I know that there were some of you that were asking me about that. Now, if you guys did not know, I spoke about this. I can't remember when. I believe I spoke about it on Saturday, but one of these previous videos, I did mention that they had passed the bill. The lawmakers for California had actually passed the bill, but it has to be in print for at least 72 hours, and then they were going to vote on it again on Monday, which they did, and they did approve it. Now, today, July 1st, okay, is the official start of the new fiscal, meaning financial year. And I'm pretty sure that's across the board for all of the United States, okay? Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So with that being said, let me go back to the article. It says California approves another round of the $600 Golden State stimulus checks. Now, there's a lot of information in here regarding what the money is going to go for. Not the stimulus checks, but the money in terms of the budget. Okay. Now, one thing that they did discuss was that this extra money that they're trying to give out as direct payments to Californians is from a major tax surplus. They were saying that they noticed that there was a high amount of people that actually paid their taxes last year, highest since it's been, and I want to say over the last 10 years. So they had some extra funds and they wanted to give it back, considering the economy is still trying to bounce back due to the pandemic. So the only thing that was a sign of pause for me is that this particular article did mention that this let me see here if I can find it. Not this one. I think it was another one. But specifically, it says that this actual $600 Golden State stimulus will not go to people who already received it. It made it seem like as if they were just expanding it to the middle class. And if you guys don't know, the previous round of $600 stimulus checks from California, the Golden State stimulus, went to people who had an income of $30,000 or less. Okay, so this time around, they decided to expand that and give it to people who had an income of $75,000 or less. Okay, but one article said that if you already received the first round, that you won't be receiving the second round. However, you can claim that $500 credit for dependents because nobody got that for the first round. Okay, I'm not exactly sure if that's true, because when I went searching to verify that, and I found another article, and this information, as far as I know right now, is not on the state website. So when I get that information, I'm going to go on there. I haven't checked yet, but once I go to the state website and verify, then I'll let you guys know if that's true or false. But like I was saying, there was another article that actually came out that didn't mention that at all. The way I understood it before these articles came out was that even if you got the $600 the first time around, that this was going to be another $600 that you were going to receive. So only thing I can say right now that is a fact is that it has been approved, and one way or the other, either you're going to get $600 if you don't have dependents, or you're going to get $1,100 if you do have dependents. The only thing that we have to clarify is whether or not you're going to get the $600 based off of the fact that you may have gotten it already for the first round. Okay. Outside of that, let me go to my news sources here. Charleston. Oh, wait a minute. That looked like some important information. I hate when it leaves like right away. One thing that I literally just found. Okay, so for North Carolina, today, July 1st, is the last day for families with children under the age of 17 to apply for the one-time $335 payment from the state. If you guys have not already done that, you need to go online to the, let me see here, It says most North Carolina families who filed tax returns in 2019 received an automatic $335 payment last fall. So if you already received it, then disregard this part of the video. However, if you did not receive it and you believe that you are eligible and should receive it, it says applications, because you have to apply, can be found on the North Carolina Department of Revenue website. Okay, so again, today, July 1st, is the very last day. I know $335 isn't a lot, but it's $335. It's $335 that you don't have, that you can add to the pot. Okay, so if you have not received this and you guys want to go again on the North Carolina Department of Revenue website, literally type that in and you should be able to get this information. Okay, you guys have to excuse my son. I have no idea what's going on. He is up there with an adult, so I'm going to let them figure that out. Emergency SNAP benefits set to end. I think I spoke about that. Where is it? There was something that I wanted to tell you guys about regarding the FTC. I'm trying to find it. Here it is. Okay, so it says the FTC is going to be sending $172 million in refunds to consumers misled by rent-to-own provider. Okay, now this is actually a company that I have purchased something for. This is called Progressive Leasing. Okay, Progressive Leasing is a company that you can go to, kind of like Rent-A-Center. For those of you who know what Rent-A-Center is, a place that you can go to and get appliances and things of that nature, electronics and small devices and things of that nature. Sometimes even furniture, depending on the inventory of the store, and you can pay a weekly or monthly fee depending on how you have your account set up to pay for this without paying for it all in one lump sum. Progressive Leasing works just the same. Okay, but look at this. It says the FTC's complaint against the company filed in April of last year alleged that Progressive Leasing misled consumers about the true price of items purchased through its plans. Consumers who visited retailers to buy items such as furniture, jewelry, or cell phones frequently were told that Progressive's payment plans were same as cash or no interest, leading consumers to believe that they would be charged more than an item's sticker price. Instead, the complaint alleged consumers paid more than the sticker price and frequently paid approximately twice the sticker price if they made all their scheduled payments. The FTC also alleged that Progressive was aware of the consumers' confusion about the terms of their plans through tens of thousands of consumer complaints, with more than 15,000 complaints received just in one 15-month period. More than 2 million consumers are receiving refunds averaging about $85 each. It says consumers who receive checks should deposit or cash their checks within 90 days as indicated on the check. Because of the large number of refunds, the checks will be mailed over the next 2 weeks. Now, this came out not too long ago. Let me check the date for sure. This was at the beginning of June when this actually came out. So if you guys haven't received your payment as of yet, then I definitely encourage you guys to check out your mailbox. And if you guys did get a check, because I know sometimes when you get a check out of nowhere, especially from a company like this, it can look or feel like something that's not legitimate. You can think it's a scam. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if I didn't mention this in any of my other videos, and I don't think that I have, that the FTC is going to be sending out checks that could be averaging around $85. It means it could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less, okay? It says consumers who received, well, we already read that. The FTC never requires people to pay money or provide account information to cash a refund check. So that's a good way to tell if this is a scam. Recipients who have questions about the red rest payments or who did not receive a payment but believe they are eligible should contact the refund administrator, which is Rust Consulting at 1-877-625-9449. Again, that is Rust, as in rust on a pipe, RUST Consulting at 1-877-625-9449. Okay, so definitely check that out, you guys. If you guys believe that you are owed, do a refund. Okay, now, as always, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this, because I know you guys want to know what's going on with pandemic EBT. Let me see if I can go over a couple of you guys' questions, though, because I'm going to have to turn the camera around to go over the other information with you. So going through a couple of you guys' comments, it says, will Michigan get emergency max SNAP for July? I don't see Michigan on here as of yet, and honestly, I can't say if they're going to get it. I don't know if Michigan is still currently in a state of how do you say it? If Michigan is currently in a state of emergency as of yet. I'm not sure. Sorry, you guys. I'm looking in my purse here. I'm expecting a small grocery delivery, and so I just want to open up the gate for the person just in case they may be at the gate waiting for me. Okay, now moving on past that, let me see what else is there. The baby bond bill was sponsored by, okay, blah, blah, blah. Hold on here. I don't see anything else. There was a couple of them on here that I wanted to go over, but I don't even see them in here. It's because I get so many different comments. Oh, this one I did want to respond to. It says 211 told my daughter that she makes too much money for pandemic EBT. Now, let me just say this. I cannot confirm or deny that information, but what I will say, the information that I know for a fact, pandemic EBT is not the same thing as the regular SNAP benefits that you would get from the Department of Social Services or Department of Human and Health Services, depending on whatever the name is in your state. Pandemic EBT is coming specifically from the United States Department of Agriculture, meaning they're not checking your income for pandemic EBT. Pandemic EBT has to do with if you send your child to a regular public school or a public school that participates in free or reduced price lunch, meaning when you enroll your child in school, you would have received an application via online or via snail mail or whatever. It would have been in those documents that would have had you fill out information about your finances so that they know if your child is going to qualify for those free breakfasts and lunches that they provide at the school, or if you had to pay a small fee for the breakfast and lunch at school. But either way, if you got it free or if you received it at a reduced price, you qualified for that, then you automatically should qualify for pandemic EBT. Now, the United States, the Human and Health Services, regular SNAP benefits, that is something completely different. They want to know if you have a job, if you're receiving unemployment, if you're self-employed. They want to know if you're getting SSI, if any type of income you have. They want to know your family composition, how many people. They want to know so much more of what's going on in your lifetime, okay? How many surgeries you had, how many kids. They want to know everything. That is based more off of your income. So if you're making a certain amount of money, then no, you would not qualify for those regular SNAP benefits. But for pandemic EBT, if you filled out that application and if you were deemed eligible and your child received free or reduced price breakfast and lunch meals at their school, then you were automatically put into the system to receive pandemic EBT. So you may want to have your daughter check out that information again, okay? I don't see anything else on here that I can get to right now. So let's go ahead and flip this camera around and we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with pandemic EBT. And we're also going to go over the states that have currently been approved for emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of July plus their payout dates, okay? All right, you guys, so hopefully you can hear me. This is one of the sites that I go to that I've showed you guys before when it comes to pandemic EBT. As you can see, the update happened today, July 1st. So we're just going to scroll through and see what new information, specifically for California, though, because I came on here. Let me just go to it first. So here are the states right here for the 2020-2021 school year. All right. So now if you see these X's, some are blue and some are black. Now, black, obviously, if they're in this column, means that they have been approved to provide the benefits. But if the arrow is black, like for Arkansas, it just means that it hasn't updated information and that the information as to the payout dates and all of that is not available right now on this site. It may be available on the United States Department of Agriculture, which I know it is because I went over that for you guys in a separate video already. But on this website, it's not available. So as you can see here, California's is blue. And California's information to me was a little bit confusing when we went over it from the USDA. So the information that I found on here was much better, and I wanted to go over that with you guys. But before I do that, let's take a look at summer, which is right here for 2020-2021 school year. We have Alabama, Arizona, Connecticut, Hawaii, Indiana, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, North Carolina, Ohio, Tennessee, Utah, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Okay, so that's just for the summertime. So let's go to California for just this school year, just to get the payout information. So this is the California Department of Social Services. This is where they just approved it. Okay, so as you can see right here, it says PEBT 2.0 program. That's what we're looking at for California. Young children are eligible for PEBT 2.0 if between October 1st, 2020 and May 31st, 2021, they were 0 to 6 years old and part of a household getting CalFresh benefits and living in a county where at least one school facility is closed or is limiting in-person instruction. Okay, now outside of that, let's go down to this payment information. We also have information here about school-age children. Okay, where was it that I saw the payment information that I wanted to read to you guys? I think it's right here. I'm going to read probably this right here. Okay, so PEBT 2.0 cards for eligible young children will be automatically mailed beginning in early July 2021 through August of 2021. So we're at the beginning of July. Hopefully that is true. While PEBT 2.0 cards for eligible school-age children. So for young children, meaning children who are between the ages of 0 and 6. Okay, so your children between 0 and 6 will start to receive cards between July, this month, and next month. Okay, now for school-age children, says will be automatically mailed in early August of 2021 all the way through November of 2021. Cards will be mailed by age group in alphabetical order based on the first name of the eligible child. There is no PEBT 2.0 application. Okay, children eligible for free school meals based on their attendance at the school, where all children can get free breakfast, lunch, or both, are also eligible for PEBT and will get a card automatically in the mail. This is true even if the child did not individually apply for free or reduced price school meals. Families who feel they do not need PEBT benefits, which I can't see that being anybody, can choose not to accept the PEBT benefits by destroying their card before using it. Okay. However, do not throw away your card as it will be reloaded, which is something we needed to know if they were going to mail out other cards at the end of the year, because for the benefits for children who are school age, and even for the younger children, depending on if we get approved for the summertime PEBT, we want to know if they're going to be mailing out cards again for that second distribution. So it says the first issuance will provide benefits for the months of October through January, October of last year through January, and the second issuance coming later provides benefits for February through May. If California is approved to provide summer PEBT benefits, and a third issuance will provide benefits for June through August, which is that $375 amount, which it states it right here. Okay, and speaking of summer PEBT, we already know that Congress did extend this. If California is approved to provide summer PEBT, eligible children will receive a standard summer PEBT benefit, okay, which will also be reloaded on their existing PEBT 2.0 card. So for California, do not throw away that card, okay? Keep it. It may be months before you get another disbursement, like it says here, but keep it because they're planning on reloading it, okay? And here is the information if you guys need to phone call for help or to get any information, or even just to see if your child is eligible. You should have this number on the back of your previous PEBT card, but if you don't, here it is right here twice. This is the PEBT hotline. Make sure that you call them. They should be able to look up your child by name. Hopefully, I'm going to do this today and give you some more information, okay? Now let's get out of this. All right, you guys, so we're done with the PEBT for California, not summertime, regular. So now let's look at emergency SNAP benefits for the month of July. All right, here we go. Let me just refresh my screen just to make sure that anyone that may have been approved today is on here. So I do have my list in front of me. with some of these states written down. There were some new states that were added yesterday. I won't know if there's any that's been added today until I actually start going through, but I'm going to give you the names that I have on my list, and then any additional ones that may be approved that I don't have written down, then we'll just open those and go through those together on the screen so you guys can see that information. So starting off, I have Alabama, July 31st. I don't have Alaska, so let's take a look at Alaska. Oops. Let's go to Alaska. Let's go to July. Open with Drive. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Scroll all the way down. Okay, here it is. Okay, so here it is so you guys can see. State territory is Alaska. Issuance dates July 1st through the 15th. Okay, so Alaska, July 1st through the 15th. I'm trying to get out of this screen. Why are you acting difficult? There we go. Okay, so we've got Arizona, July 2nd, or with regular issuance. California, August the 7th. Colorado, July 7th through the 12th. Delaware, I do not have, so let's take a look at that. That must have been added today as well. Let's look at July. Open here. This definitely looks different. Let's see if there's a date on here somewhere. Hopefully. Okay, June 23rd. So for Delaware, June 23rd. Wait, did that say June? June 23rd for July? That makes no sense. But okay, you guys saw it here. And this is, I hope I hit the right button. Let me just go back and make sure. Or maybe that information, because it's, if you guys see here, I don't know if you can see, but here at the top it says acknowledge extension for July. But then if we scroll down, and this paper was put out June 3rd, which was the beginning of this month. I can't see why. So that information just must not be available on this site right now. I'm pretty sure I hit July. As you can see here, there's not even a June extension on here. So I don't know if you guys got it in June, but as of right now, it's saying June 23rd is when you guys will get your benefits for July. So you guys are going to get them. June 23rd already passed. I don't know. This doesn't make sense to me, but that's what it said there. So let's keep moving. That was for Delaware. Florida, July 8th. For all houses that receives benefits regularly between the 1st and the 7th, and then everybody else who receives benefits after the 7th will get them with their regular issuance. Indiana, I have the 5th through the 23rd, odd days only. Illinois, I do not have, so let's take a look at that. Drive. Okay, so as you can see here, it's a little bit complicated, but basically, as you can see here, it's going based off of your case numbers. I don't think you guys really need to remember all of that. Just know that the emergency allotments will be due on these dates over here on the right side. Okay, so July 27th, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. So basically the 22nd through the 30th is when benefits, the emergency allotments will be available. And then it says they'll do a weekly batch the start of August the 2nd to identify and issue any July SNAP benefits that were approved after those dates. Okay, so August the 2nd and then the 22nd of July through the 30th. That was for Illinois, right? Okay, Iowa, I also don't have written down, so we're going to have to look at that. I do apologize. This video was a little long. I didn't want to take the time to write this stuff down today because, like I said, I have other stuff that I needed to do, so I just thought I would show you guys. It says July will be providing the emergency issuance. Iowa will be providing, the 1st through the 10th. Okay, so for July 1st through the 10th for Iowa. Let's see if I can speed this up. Kansas, August 15th through the 24th. Kentucky, July 2nd through the 19th. New apps will be given those benefits day after they are approved. Mississippi, July 2nd. Missouri, July 1st through the 22nd. for already approved cases, and then all month long for newly approved cases. Montana will be July 1st through the 5th in phases, and then they'll do a final run on July the 6th. So between July 1st and the 6th, okay? Let's see here. New Jersey, I have July 1st through the 5th. New Mexico, I don't have written down, so we're going to take a look at that. July extension, open with drive. New Mexico, we have... New Mexico will be all month long, so July 1st through the 31st. Okay. New Mexico, no New York, as you guys can see before you ask me. There's no New York. North Carolina is July 22nd through the 31st. Ohio is July 22nd. Oklahoma is July 10th through the 15th. South Carolina is July 1st through the 19th for already approved households, and then newly approved will be given those benefits all month long, depending on your date of approval. Tennessee, I have July 1st through the 20th with regular issuance. Texas, I have July 5th through the 9th. Virginia, I have July 16th. Washington, I have regular issuance dates. West Virginia, I have July 8th, and then a final run August the 11th. Wisconsin, I have July 17th, and then a catch-up run set up for September the 4th. And then finally, I have Wyoming, which will begin tomorrow, starting July 2nd through the 5th, based on the first initial of your last name. All right, you guys, so as always, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful. I know I kind of drowned you guys with so much information today, but I thought it was very, very important because I know at the end of the day, a lot of people are really relying on these benefits. And like I said, don't have the time to look up this information and just want to go somewhere and get that information and move on with the rest of their day. Okay, so as always, remember to live, love, and definitely elevate, you guys. And I will see you in the next video. Peace, y'all.